This topic requires nuance because the cultural tradition of moderate wine consumption in Mediterranean regions is real, but the health recommendations around alcohol have become increasingly conservative. Let's navigate what the evidence actually shows and what honest, evidence-based guidelines look like for people trying to adopt Mediterranean dietary patterns. The traditional Mediterranean pattern includes moderate wine consumption with meals. This isn't binge drinking on weekends, it's typically one glass with dinner, consumed in a social context, as part of a leisurely meal. The observational research from Mediterranean populations shows this pattern correlates with lower cardiovascular disease rates. Red wine specifically contains resveratrol and various polyphenol with antioxidant properties. But here's where it gets complicated. The relationship between alcohol and health outcomes follows a J-curve. Complete abstinence and heavy drinking both associate with higher mortality, while moderate consumption shows the lowest risk in many studies. However, recent research challenges even this. Some newer analyses suggest that previous studies had methodological flaws, particularly in how they categorized abstainers. When you separate lifelong abstainers from people who quit drinking due to health problems, the apparent benefits of moderate drinking diminish or disappear. The cancer risk is the elephant in the room. Alcohol is a known carcinogen. Even moderate intake increases breast cancer risk in women. No amount of alcohol is completely safe from a cancer prevention standpoint. This creates a tension between potential cardiovascular benefits and cancer risk, and individual circumstances determine which matters more. So what are honest, evidence-based guidelines? If you already drink moderately and enjoy it, continuing one glass daily with meals, particularly red wine, is unlikely to cause significant harm and may provide some benefits. If you don't drink, the evidence doesn't support starting for health reasons. The cardiovascular benefits are achievable through other Mediterranean diet components without the cancer risk. For people choosing to drink, quality and pattern matter. Organic wines with lower sulfite levels may reduce adverse reactions. Consuming wine with food rather than on an empty stomach moderates alcohol absorption and reduces harmful effects. The social, relaxed context of Mediterranean drinking patterns versus drinking alone or as stress relief probably influences outcomes. The resveratrol and polyphenol content varies enormously among wines. Generally, red wines have higher concentrations than white. Some research has specifically looked at certain varietals like Pinot Noir and Tannat as having higher levels. But honestly, if you're drinking primarily for polyphenol, you can get the same compounds from grape juice, grapes, berries, and other plant foods without the alcohol. Non-alcoholic alternatives have improved significantly. Dealcoholized wines retain many of the polyphenol while removing the alcohol. They won't taste identical, but they offer a middle ground. Grape juice, pomegranate juice, and certain berry juices provide similar antioxidants. Individual factors should guide decisions. Family history of alcoholism, personal susceptibility to addiction, pregnancy, liver disease, certain medications, all of these make alcohol inappropriate. Women with strong family histories of breast cancer probably should avoid alcohol given the established cancer link. People with hypertension need to recognize that alcohol can raise blood pressure despite potential cardiovascular benefits. The social and psychological aspects matter too. Mediterranean cultures integrate wine into family meals and social connection. It's not about the alcohol itself, but the ritualized, moderate social consumption pattern. You can capture the social aspects, leisurely meals, connection, relaxation without alcohol. The bottom line is that wine is not essential to Mediterranean diet benefits. Every health benefit attributed to the Mediterranean diet appears in studies where participants don't drink. The cardiovascular protection, cognitive benefits, longevity advantages, all of these are achievable without alcohol. Wine is an optional cultural element, not a required health intervention.